I have a great memory of Ken Pye, who was just, I think, a wonderful dean and a wonderful model of a dean. I teach law at Georgia State University, and I've taught there. I've taught in legal education for over 30 years, and I've taught law at Georgia State for 26 years. And I've seen a lot of deans, and I've never seen a dean that I thought had the skills that Ken Pye had. And I remember as a law student, I had a chance to read a paper at the American Society for Legal History meeting. And I was going to go read the paper in any event, but I was wondering if the school could provide some travel. And I kind of thought, the meeting was in Chicago, and I thought, well, maybe they could pay mileage up to Chicago if I drove or something. And I remember going in and got a meeting with Dean Pye and sat down and laid out the possibility. And I remember he leaned back in his chair and he said, you know, we don't do many things like this, but we ought to take these opportunities. How about if I pay your airfare? And you could have knocked me over with a feather. I mean, it was just, and later on, I think I actually asked him about that, and he said, you know, sometimes in life, you realize what the right thing to do is, and the smart thing to do is to do the right thing right then. It's a mistake to drag it out and not do it, you know, basically generate regrets. But if you be generous up front, that's the smart thing to do. And I've just thought that, you know, it defined his generous nature. And later on, as I went into legal education, I remember calling him a couple of times to ask him for advice about schools. And he was always a very generous and outgoing and a great all-around person.